So the energy that's surrounding December that is permeating every aspect of your life is the Emperor. So you could be Aquarius, you could be moving, you could be thinking of changing your location, your home, or there could be a shift in the home. Somebody could be coming in, somebody could be going out, but it has to do with land. So it could also be if you own land, you could be selling it or gaining some land. Uh, but the Emperor, rules the roost. You and in Aquarius, I feel like this is you. This is definitely your energy. Is that you are coming into your own. You are creating your kingdom, especially with the Chariot. I mean, forging through. I mean, look at that. Just right behind him, is the Chariot, blazing them to their victory and their destiny. So I feel like you have a better idea of where you want to go, and you're not afraid to go there anymore, that you know that it's the right thing to do. All right, let me make sure all the cards are in the video so you can see them while I'm talking. Okay. So these 3 cards up here are regarding love. So we have the Ace of Swords, then we have the 9 of Swords reversed, and then we have the Fool. So this is a new beginning with someone. With the Ace of Discs, it has to do, there's a lot of earthly pleasure that kind of comes with this new beginning. You guys are happily going out on dates and spending money on each other, and enjoying the physicality of one another, and it feels very comfortable in that regards. Now that I'm getting the sense, though, that with this new beginning is some stress and unease. Like you're not 100% sure about this relationship, and your mind is wandering, like kind of thinking along the lines of, is this too good to be true? Is this where I should be going? Because we also have the Fool here. So you could be like almost like a fairy tale, like everything is happening so well. You guys are skipping down roads and gardens, and yet there's like this nagging doubt within your mind, And so that's for people who are starting something new with somebody this month. Now, if you're with somebody already and you guys have an established relationship, it's a new energy that's coming in. And it is the holidays, so you guys could be spending more money on each other, wanting to do more actual fun things together. But it could cause worry to you because you feel like you guys just don't have enough to do that, and that you feel like it's a little frivolous, that we should be saving for a house. We shouldn't be ice skating, and so it's like you're worrying that these actions you are taking are going to hold you back in the future. But you shouldn't worry about that. You should enjoy these aspects of your relationship, because when the 9 of Swords is in reverse, it's worry without anything behind it. It's not really anything to actually worry about. A quote that I've heard, a friend of mine told me years ago, is worrying is praying for something not to happen. So worrying is just a way of, the antithesis of what you should be doing. If you don't have a relationship or you haven't met anyone, you might meet somebody this month, and it might kind of make you apprehensive because you once again, it's just like so light and lovely. You don't understand why that's happening, I keep getting like this person who's coming in for you just wants to shower you and love you, and you're asking him, why would you love me? What is wrong with you? So Aquarius, enjoy this person who's coming in. If you are the person, though, who wants to shower someone and they're not receiving it, understand that their worry is not based on fact. It's just this worry that they have because they've never experienced this joy before. In career, we have the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay. All right. So there's some worries coming in about work that you might not be getting the raise you want, you might not be getting the promotion you've been seeking, but there are options coming in. They're just not coming in as fast as you would like. So, with the Five of Swords, it's you're focusing on the negative when there's still things that need to be taken care of and that are positive. So, and then I love how this is actually set up here, because this person is looking at these cups and look at all these choices behind them. Instead of focusing on not getting the raise you wanted or getting the promotion, notice that things are coming in, and even though they might be trickling in slow, they're still coming in. And it's actually better that it's coming in a little bit slower, because with the Knight of Swords, you can be you could be quick on the draw and realize that you shot too soon, okay, or you made a decision too quickly. A lot of times with the Knight of Swords type energy, it's shoot first, ask later. So having this on, kind of slowing that down, is going to allow you time to actually look at the opportunities that are coming in. Okay. And here we have the Five of Wands, and this is financial, the Magician, and then the Page of Cups. Okay, so you could be fighting with somebody or people over money, and so this could be an inheritance, this could be a lawsuit, something of the in the arena of you versus a group, or you versus them kind of thing. And you know what? I feel like you're going to be just fine, because the Magician's here and you're going to kind of work your magic. The Page of Cups is in reverse. So this is making sure that you aren't acting from a naive space, in a way, like believing them to be a better person than they are. That sounds awful. But, being naive and thinking, well, good people would actually do it this way. And then, the opposite person, stabs you in the back. But I feel like this is just like a forewarning to you of, make sure that you are, like, this isn't going to happen, that they're going to actually stab you in the back, because you have the Magician here. And so the Magician kind of sees all. But this is kind of like intuition for you. Like, so if you feel this Page of Cups energy of, I really feel like people should be acting in a certain regard, being kinder, being more honest, but I have this feeling they're not. You should listen to that hunch and look into it, okay? Because you are actually fighting with somebody over finances, and you have the capacity to wheel and deal and it come out in your favor. But you have to acknowledge what the situation is before you actually take care of it. Then in health, we have the Queen of Discs, Page of Discs, and Three of Discs. And so we have all Pentacles here. I feel like you could be taking up a new hobby that you're really, really great at, but you don't necessarily feel like you are, or you do feel like you are actually great at it, but it's not gonna, it doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't make you any money. It doesn't, solve this issue here of work or relationship. And so you're looking at it kind of in like a miserly type way, Aquarius, of, wait, I'm getting nothing from this except for physical attribute and joy and happiness. And I'm sorry, that's not worth it. I mean, the Emperor is strong in themselves, and this is you. You are radiating this strength and honor. And so when you take up this new craft, this new hobby that just makes you feel great, it's kind of contradictory to where you want to be right now. It's, you know, when you're like, but I love underwater basket weaving. It just makes me feel so much joy, but it doesn't, that's all it does. And so you're kind of torn in a way, you know, because we have the Three of Discs, and that's people admiring you for the skill that you have, the skill you have. And then the Page of Discs is bringing in a message for you. And it could be a young energy, but I also feel like in this regard, since it's about health, it's that this is something new for you. And so you feel kind of, you know, like a child in a way in the situation, but it brings you lots of joy. And people can see your capability of it and are excited for you, and you're excited, but you're having trouble acknowledging it as part of your life because it's not, there's no finite, hey, look, here is why it's good for me. It's just a feeling that it gives you. And that's part of the balance, you know, that you need to make here. Okay, is finding these joyful aspects. And especially with the Chariot. The Chariot is, you know, a lot of balance in there. The black and white, but you have to have that balance here. And here, you know, with the Eight of Wands, you have a lot of choices, but you can't choose them all. You have to pick and choose. Starting something new, there's certain aspects of it that you're very concerned about, but are they all worth keeping you up late at night? So this is all about balance. And I mean, even look at the Magician over his head is the, you know, sign of infinite. So everything is rolling as it's supposed to. So yeah, keep up with this. I really think it'll help you in the long run. Let's call on the angels and see what added guidance they have for you. All right, angels, calling on you for Aquarius, December. What message do you have for Aquarius? What message do you have for Aquarius? It's this one right here. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Yes, absolutely, Aquarius. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. So this could also be with listen to your intuitive feelings, and with what's going on in your physicality and taking up something new that is kind of confusing to you. This could be a portal for you, you know, to open up your heart space, to open you up to allow new things to come in and to clarify some of the situations that you're a little confused about. You know, when you're bickering about money and afraid of your future and not too sure about a relationship, that's a lot for the Emperor to hold. And yes, the Emperor can carry it because, you know, they rule the land, they know their land, and they are very capable of it. But listen, this is important. You've got some hunches, you've got some ideas brewing in your heart and your soul. Listen to them. And I think you're kind of ignoring them because you feel like there's a lot going on in your life that you just need to make a very clear, concise decision. But you can still make those and listen to your heart space. So this month I wanted to pull from the animal spirit knowledge cards just so that we had, you know, a little animal to guide us through December. Like our animal spirit, or spirit animal. So for Aquarius, what animal can they focus on as support through December? And it's the panther. And that's magic, darkness, death. Okay. So, you know, the panther represents ferocity and courage. It's a mystic symbol of dark energies and rebirth. A panther can wield powerful magic, and it's been known that their pelt can bring strength to the wearer. Please don't go kill a panther. But this energy is quite interesting because it's listening to your intuitive feelings. And when we have the Panther here, I don't think it's like going to the dark side. I mean, the Magician can definitely go to the dark and the light side, but it's delving deep, and sometimes that's dark. You know, when you have to delve deep, deep, deep into your own soul, sometimes what comes out is not what you anticipated. But I feel like you are definitely, Aquarius, strong enough to start delving in, even if it's just for a moment, because you have the Emperor on your side of strength. So think of this, think of the Panther as helping you, you know, go into that heart space to release the magic of yourself and give away to the habits and the mindset that has been holding you back.